Greetings and salutations, everyone. How's it going? Hope everyone's doing well on this wonderful Sunday morning, December 16th of 2018. I just woke up maybe, 15 minutes ago in a panic, completely just slept through my alarm, but no big deal. All right, so let's see here. Shall we begin? Hey, everybody. How's it going? All right, so this is how it's going to go. There's going to be a lot of questions in the chat. I got till about 9:30 to sit here, try to answer as many questions as I can. But before we get to the questions, I have it right here. The questions are right here. No big deal, right? I'll be able to scroll right through them. You guys can see where I'm at, blah, blah, blah. I want to go over my updated rankings to kind of give you guys a better idea of how I think the week's going to play out. I thought to myself, okay, I might as well throw out some updated rankings so you guys have a better idea. If you need a question answered ASAP, without a doubt, just with the top-notch speech, send me a super chat, okay? Otherwise, it says T.Y. Hilton's officially active, so if you have him in your lineup, leave him in there. He should be fine. All right, so good morning, and let's get into it, shall we? All right, to begin, these are my updated rankings for Week 15. This is how it's going to go. So as of right now, the way I see it, I've removed just about everybody who's played. So Baker's no longer on this, and there obviously was no Patrick Mahomes or Phillip Rivers this week. So I changed a couple things around after talking to you guys for a while. After looking into some stuff here and there, the biggest jump in my opinion so far is Trubisky. I moved him from nearly 15 to 7. After looking into it, as of right now, Mitchell Trubisky, I think he's got a pretty good matchup. Yes, they have to play. I think they're in Green Bay, if I'm not mistaken, today. But the issue is, or it's not an issue. The advantage that Mitchell Trubisky is going to have is that in the last 3 of the last 4 weeks, it's actually in Chicago, even better. So 3 of the last 4 weeks, the Green Bay Packers have given up 3 or more passing touchdowns from their opposing team. The only week in which they didn't give up 3 passing touchdowns was against the Cardinals, in which Josh Rosen, obviously not a great quarterback as of right now, was struggling against them. But against the 3 other teams, they gave up 3 passing touchdowns. I think Trubisky this week, if Allen Robinson, which he is healthy, I think he can figure it out. But otherwise, there's nothing much. It's not like oh, what did I do? Yeah. Let me see. Yeah, we're good. As of right now, there's nothing too major that I've moved around. Maybe I moved Cam a little bit farther down. Actually, Lamar Jackson moved down quite a bit. I was just worried that if in case he gets injured, it's not really worth it. It would be quite the unfortunate thing to have your quarterback in the semifinals of your fantasy football playoffs end up going down and getting injured. So these are the updated rankings. If you want, I'll roll back into these. But either way, we'll get into some stuff. Let's see here, okay? Let's look at some questions. Yeah, we'll get to the questions in a little bit, but we got some time. We got a good amount of time. So as of right now, here's my updated rankings at the quarterback position. Derek Carr somehow managed to find his way in here. I don't know how, but he did. So either way, let's go ahead and move on. Let's talk about some running back rankings. So updated. Dude, man, Nick Chubb and Phillip Lindsay, bunch of stinky garbage cans yesterday, huh? That game, I mean, it wasn't pretty. I didn't expect it to be. But I really honestly thought their running games would get going a lot earlier. Nick Chubb at the end was able to at least get up 100 yards, but never found the end zone, never really got involved in the passing game. Phillip Lindsay, on the other hand, ended up getting taken out for many offensive series where Royce Freeman and Devontae Booker were getting reps. It was so bizarre. Very strange, to be honest. So rankings-wise, the only huge difference here, I'm assuming James Conner's not going to play this morning. So, again, I have Jalen Samuels at the number 10 spot in order to fill up his position for that Steelers offense. Derrick Henry's at 12 in front of David Johnson. I'm really jumping on the bandwagon this week with Derrick Henry, kind of getting my idea that, if in the last 6 weeks, is it the 6 week? Yeah, the last 7 weeks, the Giants have given up 6 100-yard rushers and 5 touchdowns to the running back position. To be honest, it looks like a really good matchup. And to be honest, if Derrick Henry's coming off such a good game, why not just feed him? I expect him to do so. I'm just going to go and look something up. I want to see if there's any official notification on whether or not we're going. I know LaShawn McCoy is not playing today. I know James Conner is doubtful. Probably won't play today. I know Matt Breida is questionable, so he'll probably warm up before the game starts just to kind of see if he's ready to go. Same thing with Doug Baldwin, if I'm not mistaken. They'll warm him up to see if he's ready to go before the game. But other than that, looking at our rankings here, Aaron Jones. Yeah, I'm basically, if I've removed Nick Chubb, Lindsey, Justin Jackson, Spencer Ware's out of here, Damian Williams is out of here, Elijah McGuire. So everybody kind of just moves up by proxy. So it's a little bit different, but just to kind of give you guys a perspective, you guys can see that, figure it out either way. Oh my God, I just saw someone. Whoa. Why do you got to put a trash can next to the Jets thumbnail? Katie Allen, listen, dude. Sometimes you expect games to go a certain way, and they just don't go that way. So let's move on. To be honest, I wanted to get 36 running backs ranked, but dude, when I got past 32, I thought to myself, goodness gracious, I'm not gonna rank LeGarrette Blount in here because I already have Zenner and Theo Riddick trying to get some points. And then I looked at everything else, and I was like, all right, I'm not really gonna feel like ranking guys like Nyheim Hines or third down running backs that barely get playing time because, to be honest, I doubt those guys can be much of any relevancy. Number 19, I still have a little asterisk next to Jeff Wilson. If Matt Breida is playing today, Jeff Wilson just pretty much becomes unplayable at this point. I don't think we can really put much of a, reliance upon him to get enough carries and split the carries and still be fantasy relevant this week. So if in fact Matt Breida plays, I think they're both just they're gonna be average. If they both end up with 10 points, I will be surprised. But I'm sure one of them will eventually get the hot hand, continue to get the ball from Kyle Shanahan, and be relevant. Otherwise, you guys see the list. No big deal. We'll flip back through it. If you guys have any questions with 2 different running backs. Otherwise, let's just kind of flow through this. Go to the wide receiver position as of right now. Okay. Again, a little bit updated. Taking a couple names out of here. Adjusted a couple names. I moved Juju to number 4. I honestly think that entire Steelers offense is going to be good tonight. After what the Dolphins were able to do to the Patriots defense the other night, I think Ben Roethlisberger, Antonio Brown, Juju Smith-Schuster, Jalen Samuels, all 4 of those guys have a really good opportunity tonight to be fantasy relevant and to play past their projection. It should be good. I'm thinking it's going to be great. What? Chubb scored 17 plus points for me? What? How did you get someone as what? I'm pretty sure he literally. Okay, maybe you guys play in like some other setting in which they have big runs. It counts or something, but let me see here. Yeah, Nick Chubb in my league, half-point PPR, only got me 10 points. So I don't know. Maybe you play in some other league, but it seems pretty ridiculous how he can get you extra 7 points. Anyway, we'll get to the questions in a second. Anyway, you guys see this. No big deal. Any big names moved around too much? Not really. I think I like where everybody's at. A lot of people are down on Adam Thielen and Stephon Diggs this week, guys. I'm telling you, they're going to be good. I think they have a really good opportunity to, play a lot better. Why? Because they have something to prove. Without the offensive coordinator, that's basically the organization and the head coach saying, hey, I'll give you guys the offense, the quarterback, the line, the running back, the wide receivers. I'll give you guys a break. Okay, this was on me. I got the wrong guy for the job. Now that I've gotten him out of here, it's up to you guys to finally perform and show up. So I think they've got something to prove today. And against Miami, who, Tom Brady was able to tear apart last week, I think they'll be able to produce. All right, let's go ahead and move on really quickly to the last. What the hell? All right, cool. The last couple wide receivers I wanted to mention. This is where a lot of people had questions. So I really sat here and I spent a lot of time thinking about these kind of things. So here we go. This should answer some questions for those of you thinking, okay, which one of these wide receivers do I want to consider playing? Because these are pretty much all of these guys are fringe low-end wide receiver 2s or, wide receiver 3s. So by looking at this, as of right now, there's a couple names that, yes, like Kenny Golladay, right? Can we trust Kenny Golladay? We'll just have to wait and see. It's going to be a tough matchup. You'll have some number one coverage from the Bills. And the Bills, they don't give up many points to the quarterback. So Kenny Golladay, in turn, he's a sketchy play, right? So that kind of stuff. Let's see. Any new names on this list? Robert Foster, Dede Westbrook, Chris Godwin, Doug Baldwin with a little asterisk next to him. He's truly, in my opinion, and what I've seen, he's a game time decision. So he's going to come out, he's going to warm up, see what he's going to be able to do on the field. If not, then he's not playing. And I don't want to touch anybody else other than Tyler Lockett within that wide receiver core. Adam Humphries, Golden Tate, Calvin Ridley, Mohamed Sanu. They're pretty much the same value. It's a coin toss on which one of them ends up being more valuable and who gets that, that elusive touchdown and or a couple receptions here or there. And that's pretty much it. You guys have seen it, and pretty much that's all I can. That's good enough. I don't know. All right, let's get to your question, shall we? So let's move over here. Let's kind of scroll. All right, was this really the first question? I'm assuming it was. All right, Tom T23. Bench Rodgers, no matter what? Question mark. Or put in Josh Allen. I think Josh Allen could be. Yeah, I think Josh Allen's a better play than Aaron Rodgers this week. The matchup stuff, and to be honest, Josh Allen's been on a pretty good hot streak as of late. So I'll take Josh Allen. Next question for Seth Anderson. Newton or Allen? Standard. Shit, I'll take Josh Allen again. To be honest, from what Josh Allen's been able to do in the last couple weeks, in which he's able to run for a bunch of yards, find guys in the end zone, and has scored 30-something points, 20-something points, and then last week on a average week had like 18 plus. That's fantastic. And for those of you who play with like bonuses in your league, he's bound to make big plays, right? The deep ball is there. Yes, he may not be accurate, but he's gonna really try to let his arm dictate the offense and let it go. All right, let's see. Brandon says Tyler Lockett or Chris Carson. If you play, no, I don't even think it matters what format. I think I'm going Chris Carson no matter what. Tyler Lockett, yes, he's been consistent, but if he doesn't end up catching that touchdown, he's at best a 10-point kind of guy. On the other hand, Chris Carson is going to get a touchdown because this is a run-first offense, and the last time he played against the 49ers may have not had good stats. Why? Because he injured his thumb, left the game. They didn't really need him because they were already winning. I'll take Chris Carson between the two. Brandon also asks, Doug Martin, Theo Riddick, or Allen Robinson? Let's see. Picked up Gus Edwards off the waivers. Okay. Between those guys, I'll take Gus Edwards. But if you're playing in a full point PPR, I'd actually might consider Allen Robinson. Because if Gus Edwards somehow by chance gets what's his name? Kenneth Dixon to steal a touchdown or get some more reps here and there, it could be rough. So I'll take Allen Robinson in PPR, but if it's a standard, just give me Gus Edwards. All right, let's go ahead and scroll the sheet. Okie dokie. Wait, did we skip one there? No, we didn't. Okay. Where's my other thing? Here we go. Okay. All right. Solidifier, yeah. What do we got here? Hey man, love the videos. Kenyon Drake or Curtis Samuel in the flex. Although Drake's usage sucks, he comes through. Yes, that is a fact. Here's the thing. Kenyon Drake, the last couple weeks, he scored fantasy points. It's undeniable. Okay, so are we gonna sit and see what happens with him this week against the Vikings, or do we want to take the easy 10 points from Curtis Samuel, who's in the last couple weeks consistently been 10 points? Personally, it depends on where your team is at. If your game is 0-0 right now, and your projection is already that you're gonna lose, maybe throwing Kenyon Drake for the upside. But honestly, I personally like to stay with the safe plays and go with guys like Curtis Samuel. Just get the solid points. Make sure you have a ground floor. So if in fact Drake ends up screwing you over, it's not going to hurt you that bad. Because to be honest, Frank Gore's still getting more carries. We saw Brandon Bolden come out of nowhere and steal 2 rushing touchdowns. It's very unpredictable within the Adam Gase offense in Miami. So personally, just if it's you don't have a setting, you don't know if you didn't tell me if it's a PPR or what's it called, standard. So if it's a standard, give me the running back. But if it's any sort of PPR, I'll take Curtis Samuel this week. Also play Dede or Dixon. No. Just keep it with Samuel or Drake. What up, big dog? Nothing much. LBK, how you doing? Let's see. T.Y. or Josh Gordon in a standard? Yeah, I'll take T.Y. Hilton. I know he was questionable all week long, but I'll take T.Y. Hilton. The amount of yards and the amount of targets he's been getting as of late far exceeds what Josh Gordon has seen in the last couple of weeks, especially because T.Y. Hilton is truly the number one target. There is not anybody within that offense is going to see the ball more than he or Andrew Luck is. So that's my theory on that. So we'll take T.Y. Let's see here. LBK's finest, T.Y. Hilton or Aaron Jones. Okay, if you play in a standard, I would think, okay, Aaron Jones could be fine, but if it's any sort of PPR, half point full, give me T.Y. Hilton. It just makes it that much more valuable. Even then, even in a standard, I might even go with T.Y. Because Aaron Jones is going to have some trouble tonight. I'm telling you, man. They're going to stop the run. Just cold. Let's see, Bills or Vikings defense. I'll take the Bills. I think Ryan Tannehill's pretty good. He's been doing some stuff in the last couple weeks to at least warrant some respect. So, yeah, between the two, Matthew Stafford, on the other hand, just not been great at all. So I'll take the Bills defense in that matchup. Let's see here. We're going to start to scroll. All right. All right, Juan, let's see here. We have Aaron Jones or Jalen Samuels. I'm in the semifinals right now. Yeah, we're going to go with Jalen Samuels between the two. Has a way easier matchup. What we saw, the running backs of the Miami Dolphins, due to the New England Patriots defense last week and the amount of carries and touches, we personally saw Jalen Samuels got, he had like 7 receptions on 7 targets last week. So at least they're getting him involved in the passing game. So especially if it's any sort of PPR, Jalen Samuels is going to get the attention, going to get a lot of targets, and I think he's going to score more than Aaron Jones this week, so I'll take him. Kid Tony, Trubisky, or Aaron Rodgers. Like I mentioned a little bit before, I'll take Trubisky this week. I think the Green Bay Packers defense, giving up a bunch of points to the quarterback position last 3 weeks, they're not prone to a Mitch Trubisky kind of blow-up game. So especially because it's in Chicago, Trubisky will find himself pretty comfortable there and hopefully ends up having a great week. I expect him to. Let's see here. 2002 S40. Let's see. Start 2. Curtis Samuel, DJ Moore, Dante Pettis, Josh Reynolds, Robert Foster. Let's go with DJ Moore and Dante Pettis. Yeah. Morning sunshine. Exactly, dude. I was so, when I started the stream, I was dead. But now that I've like kind of, the brain's starting to kick in and everything's starting to move, we're good. Flacco is back, yeah, but he's sitting on the bench. He's not coming off that bench. Let's see. Curtis Samuel, Sony Michel. Give me Sony Michel for sure. Corey, yeah, that's an easy play. That's not even close. What's up, Andrew? Yep, nothing much, Paul. How you doing? Hope you're doing well. Let's see here. Whoop. Yep, juiced up, dude. Up from Germany, shout out, baby. You're up. You ready for the live stream? Let's go. Carson or Samuel in a standard? Yeah, we're taking Chris Carson for sure, guys. It's Jalen Samuel. Okay, hold up. Now, well, actually, yeah. No, Chris Carson, we'll take him. In a standard league, majority of the points that we saw Samuel contribute last week was in the passing game. The only rushing touchdown from the Steelers last week was vultured by Stephen Ridley. So I don't know how much we can trust in Jalen Samuel in that kind of a scenario. So we'll just take Chris Carson in the standard format. Let's see, Fournette or Aaron Jones? Man, this is a question that I've actually been contemplating. I want to play Fournette, but can we trust him over, a prospect like Aaron Jones? Fournette just didn't look good last week. The offensive line was terrible. They get to play against the Redskins. Redskins got torched by good old Saquon last week, but what are we going to see out of that game? Is it just going to be all defense and sloppy play? I think it's tough. It's really tough. I probably would play Fournette, but I wouldn't be too excited about it. I'd probably try to play both of them, but yeah. I don't know how you have Fournette and Aaron Jones that you can just not play one. That's insane. All right, let's keep scrolling on this, shall we? Oops. All right, let's see here. Big Jim Jean says, start Breeze or Brady. I have Thomas and Kamara, but don't know if I should start and play 3 Saints. That's a good question. Let's see. Against the Panthers, it's got to be a good matchup. He's got to be able to feast on them. I don't see a reality in which he doesn't as of right now. So I think Brady, yes, Brady's going to be fine too. So here's really the question. It's a win-win situation. You play both of them. They're both going to find success this week. And especially because you have Mike Evans, if you think, hey, you know what, he's going to be great, but you have to start Mike Evans anyway, so I understand that. But if you think, hey, he's going to score a touchdown via Breeze, you might as well pick up that stack and roll with it. Otherwise, Brady, as of right now, I think, if I'm not mistaken, I had him higher in my rankings by a little bit, but they're really just almost identical this week. Back to KD Allen. Whoa. Why you got to have a trash can next to the Jets in the thumbnail? Come on, man. Put at least Jamal Adams there. Yeah, no, you're right. But Jamal Adams plays defense. And this is fantasy football. And last time I checked, I don't think a single one of you have played the Jets defense in the last 4 weeks. And if you haven't fantasy, you've been making some mistakes, guys, all right? So think about all the offensive weapons on that team and who's really been consistent this year. Not really much. So I left a trash can there. It's some comedic humor. You got it. Come on. How you feeling about Sony Day? Ask Bill Belichick. Because if he's not feeling good and he wants to get James Devlin to steal some touchdowns, we're going to have some problems. But otherwise, he gets 20 touches a game. If, in fact, he breaks off a pretty good run here and there, could have a decent week, but he's got to find the end zone. He's really contingent on finding the end zone, on whether he finds success. That's why I have him a little bit lower this week. If they get down to the goal line, they get stuffed, and James White comes in and catches the ball for a touchdown, I wouldn't be surprised if James Devlin takes a leap. It happens. Maybe even Brady. There's so many options on that team to steal touchdowns. Gronk, Josh Gordon, bigger targets, that it's tough. All right, Breeze or Brady, yep, we went over that. Pretty close, almost identical. Let's see here. Barkley, Mixon, Cohen, Fournette. Please pick 3. Yeah, let's go with Barkley, Mixon, and if you're playing in a PPR, Cohen. If you're playing in a standard, go with Fournette. This is the pink grapefruit with the nice, what is that, Wigglypuff? The Wigglypuff thing, little picture, baby. Little turd 10, hey. David Johnson or Adam Thielen? Hooked on a Thielen. Let's go with, that's a really good question. I really want to go with Adam Thielen today. I have a good feeling about him. He's been pretty in the last couple weeks, but even when he's been average, let's just imagine this. Even when he's been average, he gets 10 points. David Johnson, at his best, is putting up 10 points. So just give me Thielen in that conversation. Let's see here. Juiced up. I'm done. Lindsay Lamar, killed me. I'm crying on Sunday. Sorry to hear about that, man. It's Unfortunate. Chubb scored 17. Yeah, we went over that, Paul. No problem. Yeah, league bonuses. Moby, yeah. Moby-1 Kenobi are my only hope, baby. Let's see. Josh Allen or Cam. Yep, we went over that. Let's keep going. Need an RB2 and flex. Dalvin Cook, Jalen Samuels, and okay. RB2 is Dalvin Cook, and your flex is Jalen Samuels. Done. So those are your two. Marvin, that's straightforward. Pink Grapefruit, we already answered that. Ravens defense or Falcons defense? Dude, the Falcons defense, despite such a great matchup, I think they're going to somehow mess it up and give some points to somebody. So that being said, let's just be safe. Let's play with the Ravens defense today, and let's go with that, okay? Zay Jones or Kenny Stills in a PPR? You know, if you go look at the game splits of Kenny Stills with and without Ryan Tannehill, it's unbelievable. With Ryan Tannehill, the dude's averaging 75 receiving yards, I think 6 or more targets a game, and 0.75 touchdowns per game. He's so much better with Tannehill. It's not even close. I know it's a tough matchup, but Zay Jones really has kind of fallen to the wayside here and there. It's a lot of just luck on whether or not Zay Jones ends up scoring a touchdown over there. So I'll go with Kenny Stills. Let's see. Keep going. Chris Carson or Derrick Henry? I'll go with Chris Carson this week. I know I've talked a lot about Derrick Henry and torching that Giants defense, but Chris Carson is a safer play just in case. Let's see here. Shrimp Tail, welcome back. What the hell happened to Chubb and what? We're not going to say that name over here. Listen, there's a reason why we don't, why he who shall not be named is considered as such. There's a reason, okay? It's because he does these things. I have a hard time talking about him because I know for a fact he's a garbage can. Plain and simple. When Brashard Perriman and Antonio Callaway are getting more targets than him, dude, you got to be kidding me. Like that. And Rashad Higgins, Njoku, like these guys are not as talented yet. They get as many touches. Why? Because Baker's a trash can. If you watched that game yesterday, you saw so many overthrown balls from Baker. It's unbelievable. And Case Keenum's not much better, but that's a different conversation. All right, we're going. Oh, did it update? Really? Yep, it updated. And now I lost my spot, guys. Oh, my goodness. All right. Oh, man, there's a lot of questions, guys. Oh, okay. Well, someone just dropped $5, so here we go. Brandon Frank, thank you very much for the donation. You will get your question answered instantly. All right. So I'm assuming that's Lamar Jackson or Josh Allen at quarterback. All right, so let's start with that. Let's go with we're going to go ahead and play Josh Allen this week between the two. As of right now, if Lamar Jackson is or somehow manages to find himself getting hurt again, we can't afford to have him sitting on the bench or going to the locker room or to the tent while we're in our fantasy semifinals. So we're going to stay with Josh Allen this week, playing against yes, the Lions aren't the worst secondary, but they're not very good either. They can definitely be taken advantage of. Last week, Josh Rosen had some trouble, but Josh Rosen's not very good. And I'm sure Josh Allen, who's been using his legs in the last couple of weeks, will be able to find some value there as well for you. So we'll go with Josh Allen on that. And to continue your question, Josh Gordon or David Johnson in a flex in a PPR, I need to take a little bit of a risk to make up for Lindsey. Yeah, in that vein, I think we're going to go with Josh Gordon. In a full-point PPR, the last couple of weeks, Josh Gordon has been he's been starting a little bit slow, but if he can find the end zone, as he's done in the last couple of weeks, I think he can definitely find some value. And the Steelers themselves, they're not great against the pass. We saw Keenan Allen and Phillip Rivers last week completely dismantle that defense. So I'm sure Josh Gordon, to try to keep or try to make a big come up, fantasy point wise, is the next best play. Anyway, Brandon Frank, hopefully that answers your question. Appreciate the donation, and have a great Sunday. Good luck this week. Yeah, Lindsey, man, Lindsey, it's killing us all. All right, thank you again, much appreciated. All right, now back to the mountain of questions at hand. Let's see how we can get through this. We got 30 minutes, people. So if you really need your question answered, follow exactly what Brandon Frank did. All right, here we go. Where are we at here? We have, okay, PPR, Allen Robinson. Yeah, we'll take Allen Robinson. I'll take Allen Robinson over Humphries, Pettis, and Shepard. Yep, done. Jason Bell. We have how about Josh Gordon as a flex play TD? Still been trusting the process. Yeah, why not? Why not? Josh Gordon's great. Yeah, he hasn't been, really good. He hasn't gotten the amount of targets that Edelman really has in the last couple weeks, but that's fine. Coming in. Here we go. Obi-Wan Kenobi, my only hope. Let's see what you got here. All right, so really, damn, the $5 donation, much appreciated. But for a defensive question, okay, let's see here. So Atlanta defense or Washington defense versus Jacksonville and Tennessee. Okay, or Tennessee versus the Giants. Yeah. Okay, so with OBJ out, I'm of the opinion that the Tennessee Titans, who are pretty good against the run this season, are going to stack the box. They're going to blitz. They're going to make Eli Manning have to throw the ball pretty quickly. In doing so, he's going to make some mistakes here or there. We know Eli's not the best quarterback as of right now. So I think between the three defenses, I personally like the Tennessee Titans more than any of the other ones. Washington's not a bad play either. The question is, how low scoring is that game going to be? Because we know for a fact that both their defenses have been somewhat solid. I understand the Jacksonville Jaguars got ran over last week, but they've been solid thus far this season. So is there a potential that somehow Washington comes out and is able to extinguish the offense of Cody Kessler? I think there's a possibility in doing so. But personally, I don't really want to touch that game, so I'll take the Tennessee defense versus the Giants. I understand Atlanta looks somewhat enticing because of how bad Josh Rosen has been, but Atlanta's defense is not great. They let the Green Bay Packers walk in and just drop 30 on them with very minimal effort last week. So I don't really trust that. So let's go with the Tennessee defense. Thank you again for the donation, Obi-Wan Kenobi. You are my only hope. All right, back to these mountain of questions, ladies and gentlemen. Okay, let's see here. Newton or Allen? Yep, we're taking Josh Allen there. Seahawks or Bills defense? Yeah, we're gonna go with the Seahawks defense, Chris. I think the Seahawks defense, just off of what they did last week to the Vikings as well, that just shows you that they can bang with some of the better teams. So for sure, let's go with the Seahawks there. Ugly Dude says good morning. Yes, good morning to everybody. It may not be morning for you if you're sitting on the East Coast watching this. It is noon, and you're like, why is Andrew look like such a bum right now? Well, listen, it's 9 o'clock over here, right? I slept pretty late yesterday, so leave me alone. Let's see here. Breeze or Brady? Yeah, we went over that. You have 3 Saints. To be honest, it's a toss-up, but personally, if I had 3 Saints, I'm gonna fully buy in on that game on Monday night. I'll go with Breeze. Andrew 40-yard run gave me 6 points. Really? Goodness gracious, the bonuses, people. Gus Edwards or Kenneth Dixon, the King Kearns. We're going to go with Gus Edwards. I know Kenneth Dixon looks like a juicy play. To be honest, both of them are going to get carries. But Gus Edwards, I expect him to touch the ball way more than Kenneth Dixon. I know they're trying to implement him more within the offense, but Gus Edwards has been too successful in the last couple of weeks to just be taken out of the rotation there. Let's see here. Josh Allen, Lamar Jackson. We're going to take Josh Allen, like I mentioned before, to that question we got. Andrew, kicker question. Adam Vinatieri or Daniel Carlson? No. Adam Vinatieri. It's not even close. Listen, this is how the kickers work. You got to go with the ones that have had better careers. Period. I'm not taking... Isn't Daniel Carlson the kicker for the Raiders? The guy that got fired for missing a couple field goals earlier in the season for the Vikings? If you've already been replaced and you're already at a different job, I don't want you on my team. Adam Vinatieri is going to the Hall of Fame. I'll take the Hall of Fame kicker any day of the week. Thanks for answering the question. No problem, Seth Anderson. Obi-Wan. I like the screenshot. What you're looking at? Yeah, no, for sure. It's baby. Figaro, baby. Let's go with a $10 donation. Coming out here with a nice question. Here we go. Let's see what we can help you with. Josh Allen or Nick Foles in a standard and Golden Tate. Okay, so let's go with the first question. Josh Allen or Nick Foles? Listen, I'm not sure what we can expect from Nick Foles today. Obviously, he's a Super Bowl winning quarterback. He's able to, manage to put together one of the greatest Super Bowl runs that we've seen in a while. Right after Carson Wentz went down last season, Carson Wentz has gone down again. Playing against the Rams today in Los Angeles, I'm just a little worried. I'm not sure what I can expect from him. We saw him earlier this season. We saw him play against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. We saw him play against the Falcons, two defenses that really aren't great this season. And they just, he never was really was able to get into that groove that he was in late in the playoffs last season. So I'm going to go with Josh Allen between the two. I think even though Josh Allen, many people see, especially me, I'm the last one to buy in on this. But now that I've kind of I've waited 3 weeks to buy in on him. Now that we've gotten to this point and I can fully trust him, I'm actually feeling comfortable suggesting him to people. So we're going to go with Josh Allen. Yes, he's a rookie. Yeah, he plays for the Bills. But, man, he can score some fantasy points. All right, so your next question, Golden Tate, Adam Humphries, or Calvin Ridley in a standard. Okay, so in a standard, we usually like to go for touchdown upside. Now, between the three, we're looking at three guys that are really game script dependent, per se. Golden Tate, man, I don't really know how much I can trust that Eagles offense today. Adam Humphries and Calvin Ridley, there are two other guys that they're a little sketchy in themselves. But between the three, I'm probably going to take... let's see here. Against the Ravens, nah. Honestly, let's go with Calvin Ridley today. Against the Cardinals defense, I think if in fact Julio's getting clamped down by Patrick Peterson, it'll open up more opportunity for Calvin Ridley. I know he's been pretty in the last couple weeks, so if you're not fully in on that, the next best guy is truly Adam Humphries. I wouldn't touch Golden Tate today. It's a little bit of a sketchy play, so we'll go with Calvin Ridley, and then if you're like, I'm not really feeling that, it's Adam Humphries. But I have enough confidence in Calvin Ridley. All right, the next donation by Dominique Miller. Thank you very much for the donation. Again, appreciate it, guys. All right, we have pick 2, full point PPR, Pettis, Boyd, Moore, or Cohen. Okay, for sure you're playing Tariq Cohen. That is a given. The amount of touches and the amount of yards he's gotten this season, it's insane. So the next best play, in my opinion, it's probably, I think it's probably, is it Tyler Boyd or is it DJ Moore? I think it's Tyler. Well, let's think about this for a second. Tyler Boyd playing against the Raiders defense. Jeff Driscoll hasn't really been that bad, so let's go with Tyler Boyd. Okay. The only reason we're gonna opt away from DJ Moore right now is just in case that Saints defense really starts getting the clamps on and makes it difficult for the Panthers, and Cam Newton can't get his arm moving and going in the right direction. We're going to go and stick with Tyler Boyd. Yeah, so the pick 2, Boyd and Cohen. Thank you very much for the donation, Dominic Miller. Much appreciated. And again, Figaro for the $10 donation. Much appreciated. All right, so now that we've gotten through those, I'm really still thinking about this one. Do I want to play? Give me a second. Give me a second, ladies and gentlemen. Let's think about this. Where was my wide receiver rankings? What did I initially say? No, we're not going with Calvin Ridley. In fact, we're going with Adam Humphries. Adam Humphries is a little bit better. Yeah, we're going to go with Humphries. Yeah. Okay, Figaro, we're audibling. Thank God your donation is $10. It stays on my screen longer. Therefore, you get the confirmation. We went back to my updated rankings. We're going to go with Adam Humphries. Okay, here we go. Adam Humphries. All right, let's go back. All right, to the questions, shall we? The mountain of questions. Goodness, guys, we only got 20 more minutes, so if you really need something answered, $1 wouldn't kill you. I don't know. I'm just kidding. Listen, I'll try to get through as many as I can, but I literally have to leave the house at 10. So if I get off at 9:30, 9:40, take a shower, dip Ronnie Paps, we'll be good. All right, let's see here. Wait, where are we at here? No, I got to change the screen. Nope, not that one. There it is. Okay, we're back. All right, let's see here. Let's try to get through these, shall we? Curtis Samuel or Dante Pettis? Give me, in a full point PPR, Curtis Samuel is the safe floor. Dante Pettis is the high upside. So I'll take Dante Pettis, especially with everybody having, poor weeks with Lindsey and, Keenan Allen, Tyreek Hill, Lamar Miller screwing us over. I'll go with Dante Pettis. Standard league flex, James Conner still good to play over Samuels, or should I? Wait, hold up. Standard league flex position. Is James Conner still good to play over Samuels, or should I play Tariq Cohen? No. James Conner is not going to play today. Black Falcon 702. So if you don't have Samuels, play Tariq Cohen. So yeah, Tariq Cohen. Oops, we're flying through the Mark Ingram or Jalen Samuels in a standard. We'll take Jalen Samuels. Let's see here. Samuel, Reynolds, or Zay Jones. Yeah, give me Curtis Samuel, Seth Anderson. Need a pick between Carr, Winston, Allen, and Mitch as my quarterback. Best guys on the way. Yeah, Mitchell Trubisky. I'll take him this week. I think he's probably got the best upside into a pretty good matchup at home. So I like that. If not, next best is Josh Allen, and he's not that far behind. But Winston and Carr, I'm a little hesitant on those two. Let's see here. Yes, I've already answered Big Jim Jean's question. We'll go with Breeze over Brady. Buffalo or Chicago. Yeah, guys, if you have Chicago defense, don't get pretty with it. Just play them. All right? We don't want to get too cute. Play the best defense in the NFL right now. I expect Aaron Rodgers and Aaron Jones to struggle today. So Chicago's defense is the play to go. Let's see here. Oh, my goodness. This is a lot of questions. Leaning towards Pettis, but Samuel. Okay. Blah, blah, blah. Okay, that wasn't really a question. Jags or Bears? Again, we're playing the Bears defense today. Don't get cute with it. If you're like, listen, I need a big play and I'm losing my mind, I still wouldn't even go for the Jaguars. There's no like, yeah, just in case. Just play the Bears defense. Since Jackson's not playing, start Godwin. Deshaun Jackson. Yeah, no, Godwin. Listen, Godwin had 10 targets last week, guys. Yes, he only caught one ball, but there was a lot of inaccurate passes going on there. So Chris Godwin's not a bad play. We're just going to have to wait and see if those Ravens really clamp them down. Russell Wilson or Andrew Luck if T.Y. Hilton is hurting. Well, he's active today. He's going to be playing. But personally, I don't know. I just feel like everyone has seen, Russell Wilson doesn't need to throw the ball a lot in order to get off a lot of fantasy points. If, in fact, the Seahawks get up early in this game, there could be a scenario in which Russell Wilson just doesn't need to throw the ball anymore, and they just run the clock out and run the game out in order to keep everybody healthy. So Andrew Luck is probably my suggestion as a guy that you want to make with a play that somehow is above and beyond his projection. But Russell Wilson's the safe floor, in my opinion, as of right now. So upside ceiling is Luck, and the safe floor is Wilson. Would you start Aaron Jones or Sony Michel? In my half PPR rankings, if I'm not mistaken here. Oops, that went the wrong way. Let's see here. We have... What was the question? Yeah. Aaron Jones barely in front of him. But even then, that's a little sketch, right? So it's pretty close. It's a toss-up at this point. I just think you never know. So I'm just... Because Sony Michel, if he doesn't get that touchdown, goodness gracious, he's useless. So I'll stick with Aaron Jones. Potentially, maybe he catches a touchdown somehow. Hey, it wouldn't be out of the realm of possibility. All right, let's go back to here. Here we go. Let's see here. Okay, let's see here. Godwin got 1 point last week. Yeah, no, he did, but he had 10 targets. So that's something you can't deny there. And especially when Deshaun Jackson's out, he gets a lot more playing time. He's pretty much the number 2 wide receiver, opposite side of Mike Evans. Okay, let's see here. Jordan Howard or Allen Robinson. Standard, you play Jordan Howard, and in PPR, you play Allen Robinson this week for Diamond Dave. Diggs or T.Y. in a PPR, let's go with T.Y. Hilton. Even with the questionable tag from earlier this week, we'll still go with T.Y. Let's see, best quarterback would be Jimmy Graham or Vance McDonald in a PPR. Give me Vance McDonald. It's not even close. I don't like Jimmy Graham this year. He's really just they didn't use him to his potential this season. Not even close. Okay, thinking of flexing Randall Cobb over Alshon Jeffrey. Thoughts? Potentially. It really depends. I think Randall Cobb playing into a tougher matchup. It really depends on whether or not Aaron Rodgers can find him the ball. I think Nick Foles, on the other hand, he's comfortable with Alshon Jeffrey, so he will find him eventually here and there. That's the only confidence I get between those two. And I think Alshon Jeffrey is just a better receiver as of right now compared to Old Man Cobb. So you could definitely do it. Guys, literally, one thing you have to remember: go with your gut feeling. I'm telling you, it's usually pretty accurate, okay? So just go with that. Jalen Samuels, DJ Moore, Aaron Jones, or Marlon Mack this week in a standard. Jalen Samuels, not even close. Yeah, got a notification Flacco will be gone next year. Yeah, no, he probably will be. They signed him for such a big contract after that Super Bowl. Just, man, they really put their franchise behind. But now that they have that rookie contract with Lamar Jackson, they can go ahead and sign other players. Maybe they bring in Le'Veon Bell. You never know. Imagine that, Le'Veon Bell for the Ravens. Whew, in the division. That's crazy. Okay, thanks for the videos, A-Train. Yeah, no problem, Lucas. It's a lot of work. Appreciate it. Helped me reach 11-2 this year. The question is Dallas defense or Seattle's defense? Go for Seattle's defense this week. And Cam or Foles, I'll go with Cam Newton. But, man, I don't know what Nick Foles is going to present. It's a sketchier play. So if you're crazy and you're really crazy, sure, go for it. But I'll take Cam. But then again, I feel like there's a montage in my head of just Cam continuously getting sacked on Monday night and just being a terrible trash can, having that terrible body language. I can see it happening. So Cam Newton, I don't know, man. For some reason, my brain just keeps thinking Cam Newton's going to get smacked. Greetings from Germany. Thank you very much. Shout out to you guys. Randall Cobb, DJ Moore, Kenny Stills. We'll take DJ Moore between the three. Kenny Stills is probably the next best between those guys. Smash that like button. Thank you, Chris. All right, guys, don't forget, click the like button if you haven't already. And if you haven't subscribed, we're trying to get to 5,000 subs if you guys don't already know. So go ahead and get to that as soon as you possibly can. Thank you very much. All right. Thoughts on Lindsey getting shut down? Yeah, thoughts on it. That's, I think, 2 weeks in a row in which he's gotten shut down. The 49ers did something correct. Whatever the 49ers did last week defensively, the Broncos watched the film and they were like, my goodness, we're doing that exact same thing. And boom, it worked. How many PPR points do you think McCaffrey will get today? He plays on Monday. He plays on Monday Night Football, if I'm not mistaken, unless I'm totally wrong. Someone can correct me. But how many points is he going to get? I think his floor is 15. So worst case scenario, if they have a terrible game, he gets 15 points. Best case scenario, 30. Average, if he has a decent game and it's competitive game between the two back and forth, 25. That's literally what McCaffrey's capable of. He touches the ball too much not to have a lot of fantasy relevancy. Let's see here. Standard Big Ben or Jared Goff? I'll take Big Ben this week. Derrick Henry, Aaron Jones. I'm really going with Derrick Henry. I'll take him. Rothstein. I'll take Derrick Henry this week. Fournette, Carson, Michelle. Chris Carson. Pettis or Cohen? Tariq Cohen. Dominique Miller? Tariq Cohen for sure. He's going to have a better week. Pettis, yes, has the upside of, potentially Nick Mullins throws a big, deep bomb. He ends up catching it. No. I'm going to go with the safer play that Tariq Cohen is going to for sure see the ball 10 times this week. And especially if they start getting him going in the passing game, he can tear apart teams. Let's see here. What are we seeing here? We got C-Mac. Go with Big Ben. Oh, okay. That's what you were just answering his question. Cool. Cousins or Luck? Yeah, no, I think Kirk Cousins is going to be good this week, but the safer play is Andrew Luck. He's just been way more consistent all season long. I think Cousins is still going to have himself some value. I can see him throwing 2 touchdowns, but Andrew Luck is that 2 touchdowns and the upside of a third, potentially fourth if it's a shootout. So I'll go with Luck. Henry, Edwards, or Howard in a PPR. I know Derrick Henry's not catching any balls, but neither is Jordan Howard or Gus Edwards. Not even close. So I'll go with Derrick Henry between those three to answer that question. Oops. Okay, come on. Dude, my sensitivity, I'm telling you. Did I lose the question? Yeah, I think we did. Let's see here. Hey, guys, Jags or Bears? Dude, I'm telling you, don't be cute with it. Just play the Bears. Russell Wilson, Andrew Luck. With T.Y. hurting from the hamstring. Yeah, listen, if you're worried about the T.Y. Hilton, go with Russell Wilson this week. Let's see, probably okay. What up, fam? Should I roll with Jackson or Dak? I think Dak's a safer play because of Jackson's health issues, but I think Lamar Jackson has the higher upside this week. Potentially, he has the higher upside. So if you're looking for that, that's your play. Because Dak Prescott, on the other hand, yes, he might have a rushing touchdown. They run like a read option down in the goal line. But if he doesn't get those huge passing plays to Amari Cooper going, and they don't get it going early, they're going to find themselves in some trouble, and that offense is going to sputter eventually. And he might not have a great week. So, but either way, Dak's the safe play. Lamar Jackson, higher upside. But he's more volatile, obviously. Okay, let's see here. We answered that question. Brandon Cooks or Tyler Lockett? Brandon Cooks, not even close. Let's see here. Oh, goodness. Let's see here. Luck versus Dallas or Cousins versus Miami? I'll take Luck. I know Cousins is not far behind. I think I had him ranked 7. Let's see here. Yeah, in my updated rankings, we have Luck at number 5, and we have Kirk Cousins at 8, because we moved up Mitchell Trubisky because he's going to have a monster game today. So, yeah, Luck just by a tad bit, guys. I mean, then again, it's not close enough to be like, all right, well, that makes a huge difference. It's just whether the coin flips in one direction or not. Let's see here. Allen Robinson, Corey Davis, or Larry Fitzgerald. Give me Allen Robinson. Are you hungover? That is definitely perhaps the case. I would not confirm nor deny these allegations. Moving on. Sam says, what are your thoughts on Darius Geis next season? I'm in a keeper league. Listen, he's practically still a rookie. Didn't get to play this year because of the ACL injury and the complications to his surgery. I think you have to keep him. Otherwise, try to ship him. And you're playing in a dynasty league, I'm sure somebody believes in him. So if you're a little bit weary on the idea, go ahead and ship him. Trade him away to somebody. I'm sure you can get some sort of value, maybe a draft pick out of him coming into this year's rookie draft. We'll see. Cooks, Juju, Samuel, Boyd. Who starts? Benjamin, Donath. Okay. I got Cooks and Juju. Yeah, no, Cooks and Juju for sure. It's not even close, baby. Benjamin, you got the right mindset right now. Luis says Derrick Henry or Tevin Coleman. We're going with Derrick Henry, excuse me. After the Texans kicker, right? Keamy Fairbairn is just a monster. Dak or Lamar Jackson, again, like I mentioned before, Dak is a safer play, and Lamar Jackson has the higher upside, so do with it as you must. But as of right now, I have Dak ranked a little bit higher. Hey, thanks for answering the questions, and yes, it's Wigglypuff. Greetings from Germany. Hey, why are there so many people from Germany, baby? There's a lot of fantasy football out there, huh? I love it. Oh, goodness, it updated. Goodness gracious. All right, we're going to... Ooh, I missed it. Oh, okay. We missed a donation. Sam, thank you very much for the $1.99. Appreciate it. Darius... Oh, yeah, well, Darius, guys, next season, keeper league. Yeah, no, as I mentioned before, as of right now, chances are if they had to have 3 more surgeries on him after the ACL surgery. Like how that somebody messed up. Some doctor is getting sued right now. Like that should not happen. That shouldn't be the case. And it's really unfortunate. So as of right now, in a keeper league, if I don't see him being fully healthy by the beginning of next season. But then again, he is going to be the future running back of this team. So in a dynasty or in a keeper league, I mean, where are you going to keep him at? If it's like a 10th round keep, maybe even 13th, 14th round keeper, it's not a bad pickup or a keep. But as of right now, with all the complications due to his surgery and all that different mumbo jumbo that happened, I have a hard time fully saying, hey, yeah, he's going to be great and he's going to play next year because it's really just uncertainty. So as of right now, as I mentioned, perhaps trade him if you're not fully comfortable in keeping him. Otherwise, sometimes you got to risk it for the biscuit. Try to see if Darius Geis can have some upside. If you don't remember, earlier on in the preseason, everyone was saying, other than Saquon, the big breakout this season is going to be Darius Geis. Why? Because that offense is pretty much built for him. They have as long as that offensive line is healthy, they've got 2 Pro Bowlers on there. They've got 5 studs that can pretty much run the ball. And what we've seen Adrian Peterson do this year, I'm sure Darius Geis can be just as effective. So if in fact he gets healthy soon, he can figure it out. Anyway, thank you for your donation, Sam. Much appreciated, brother. All right, let's see here. Where are we at? Okay, we need to... Okay, I don't know where I left off, but Goodness gracious, guys. Hey, who the heck? What is this? Message retracted? Somebody dropped $2.99 and they retracted it. Maybe someone was trying to drop $1.99 and they accidentally made the mistake. So, or you can just go ahead and drop back $2.99 and we're square. Nah, I'm just kidding. All right, let's see here. I'm just trying to see where I left off, guys. To be honest, I don't know where I left off. So as of right now, I'm just going to scroll to the very bottom. If I haven't answered your question, just put it in the chat again. I'm not even playing. I'm scrolling to the bottom. I'm waiting. So down here, Curtis Samuel, Corey Davis, Taylor Gabriel. We're going to go with Corey Davis between the three for sure. What other questions do I see? Dante Pettis or Adam Humphries for Dobson. We're going to go with Dante Pettis. Breida or AP or Curtis Samuel in a PPR. We're going to go with Curtis Samuel for Juve. Jason, we're going to say Jalen Samuels over Gus Edwards. Yes, please. Ty Montgomery coached this decision, inactive for this contest. Dixon may get, yes, he could potentially get some touches. Yeah, Dobson for sure. Pettis over Thing. All right, we're going to try to keep up with this. Matt, Josh Gordon, DJ Moore, Corey Davis pick in pick 2. We're going to go with Corey Davis and, ooh, let me think about that. Yeah, I don't like Corey Davis very much. Let's go with Josh Gordon and DJ Moore. Man, Corey Davis can sometimes just be a bum. Let's see here. Injury help. Marcus Murphy, yeah, the running back for the Bills. If you guys don't know, if you're really thin at the running back position, Marcus Murphy is going to be the running back there. Or LeGarrette Blount. I'll take Marcus Murphy and Carson or Mixon. What? Just play Carson and Mixon. Maybe it's 2 different leagues. But I will take Mixon over Carson today against the Raiders. Raiders are going to get trashed. Let's see here. Jalen Smith or Gus Edwards. I think it's Jalen Samuels. So we'll take Jalen Samuels, Jason. Let's see here. Ravens, Jags, or Seattle. Leaning towards the Jags for this big one. Hey, you know what? If you're leaning towards the Jags, then I second that. Go for it. Otherwise, defenses are pretty sketchy at this point. Otherwise, I'll take Seattle. Goodness gracious, you guys are spamming, and I can't scroll through this slow enough. Traditional wings are boneless. You know what? You see this right here? This does not help with traditional wings. This is actually a traditional wings negator. I will definitely enjoy myself some traditional wings. I'll just clean the bone. But this is not, it doesn't really help because then sometimes the mustache gets in the way and it becomes a mess. So sometimes boneless is not the bad idea. Anyway, Trey Burton or Vernon Davis. Is Jordan Reed out today? Because if Jordan Reed is out, I will take Vernon Davis, and I'm not even playing with you. Let me see here. I got to look this up before we continue, but let's see what other questions. T.Y. or Woods? You know what? Honestly, let's take because of T.Y.'s injury, let's say, for example, he re-aggravates it, Killer of Night, or Killer of Light, excuse me. If T.Y. Hilton re-aggravates it, we're going to have some issues, so let's just go with Robert Woods between the two. I'm going to find out if Jordan Reed's playing today, guys. All right, where are you at, Jordan Reed? He's out. Okay, so we're going to go with Vernon Davis, plain and simple. I don't want to touch Trey Burton. He's a trash can. Oh, goodness. Did I scroll that far? Okay, yeah. DJ Moore, Aaron Jones. Go with Aaron Jones. Thanks, bro. No problem. I have Cook, and he has Diggs. Who do you think has the best? I have Cook, and he has Diggs. Who will do the best of these two? I think Dalvin Cook's going to see the ball more, and the Miami defense is not great against the run. I know they looked decent against Sony Michel last week, but I think Dalvin Cook's going to have a better week. This offense really wants to run the ball. Since they've fired their head coach, we know Mike Zimmer, the head coach of this team, because he wants to keep his defense off the field as much as possible in order to get them rest, he wants to make sure they can run the ball. So I'll go with Brandon Cooks between the two. Tyler Boyd, Edelman, or Antonio Brown, pick 2. Very easy. Edelman and Antonio Brown for JA. No problem. Dobson. Diggs, Cook, Hilton, Jones. I need a wide receiver and a flex. We're going to go with Cooks and Hilton. If you're worried about Hilton's injury, we'll go with Diggs. So you have to play the 3 wide receivers. I'm not touching Aaron Jones this week. Gronk or Kittle? Ooh, good question. How do we not pick Kittle, right? After coming off of that big of a week, I know the Seahawks are going to be completely focused on stopping him, but I can't see myself not playing Kittle. At the same time, Gronk had a big week as well last week. So really, it's a win-win scenario. I think they'll both be good. But who's going to have the bigger touchdown upside? I think Gronk does. I think Gronk has the bigger touchdown upside. But then again, they might just double cover him and give him hell. Mitz, Cousins, Allen, or Dak. I'm going to go with Mitch Trubisky. Rams or Bills defense? Rams. Michelle or Carson? Carson. Thanks. It was for 2 different leagues. Yeah, that's what I thought. Jimmy G or Vance McDonald? Wait. Oh, that's Jimmy Graham. I thought you meant Jimmy Garoppolo. I was like, what are we doing? Go with Vance McDonald this week. James White. Start over Mark Ingram and Jeff Wilson. By the way, Damian Williams was a great pickup. For Hunt left. Yeah. Hopkins went. I'm up 73. Yeah, go with Mark Ingram. I honestly go with Mark Ingram on Monday night. I don't really trust James White tonight. And if Breida ends up playing, Jeff Wilson becomes useless. Let's see here. I almost got to dip, people. So I'm gonna try to get through these as fast as possible. But if I don't get to your question, I'm sorry. Maybe next week we can do a little bit earlier, or you can send me a super chat. Now I'm just, you know what I mean. Anyway, much love. Yep, no problem. Dropping a like. That's what I like to hear. Pick 2 flex. Tyler Boyd, Josh Gordon, Michelle, Curtis. Okay, yeah. Pick 2 wide receivers and 1 flex. So Boyd and Gordon are your wide receivers, and Michelle is your flex. Need 2 Tyler Boyd, Josh Gordon, Corey Davis. Goodness gracious, do I have to remind myself what I had? Here we go. What did I have? I had. What is the question? We have Tyler Boyd, Josh Gordon. Josh Gordon's at 14. We have Tyler Boyd at 17. And where is Corey Davis? Corey Davis 16. So we'll take Corey Davis and Josh Gordon between the 3, excuse me. Back to the top. Boom. Okay. Much love. Yep. Curtis Samuel or Aaron Jones in a full PPR. To be honest, let's think about this. I think I might have to go with Curtis Samuel. In a full PPR, he's going to get like upwards of, 13 points? I don't know if Aaron Jones can get that. Unless Aaron Jones scores a touchdown, I don't think he'll be able to get that. So Curtis Samuel might be the better play. Pettis, Jordan Howard, or Dion Lewis in a full PPR. Jordan Howard's not touching the ball via catching. He's not going to catch the ball out of the backfield even once. So chances are Pettis or Dion Lewis. We're going to go with Dante Pettis between those 3 in a full PPR. Otherwise, let's just go with Dante Pettis. If he catches 6 balls, he's pretty much set for the week. Jordan Howard has looked good, though. He's getting 20-plus touches, but the question is he able to get that touchdown? Because if he ends up just running the ball for 80-some-odd yards, it's 8 points. Pettis can figure that out with 4 catches for 40. So in a PPR, yeah, we'll go with Pettis. How do you think Zach Ertz will do with the new QB? No, it's not a new QB. If you go look up the box scores from last season of when Nick Foles was playing with Zach Ertz. Every single game, except for maybe one, Zach Ertz and him were great together. There were a couple games where Ertz was injured, but him and Ertz, even in the Super Bowl, in the playoffs, they're great together. Ertz will be just fine this week and going forward rest of the season. So let's see here. Reed is out. Yes, thank you very much. Boyd, DJ, pick 1. Yeah, DJ Moore. Thanks very much. No problem, Figueroa. Hello. Okay. Let's see. Burton or Vernon Davis? Honestly, I'll just take Vernon Davis, to be honest. I just can't trust Trey Burton enough. Gus Edwards or James White? If you play in a standard, it's Gus Edwards. If you play in a PPR, it's James White. Over, under 20 points for Cam Newton. That is a perfect number. It really is a perfect number. As of right now, top of my head, I'm saying under. I do not think he'll go over 20 points. After all of this, hey, the Saints are great. He's injured. Is it going to work out? I think he might. If you play in a 6-point per passing touchdown league, it might come close. But if you play in a 4-point standard, I don't know. I don't know if he can get over that 20 threshold. Aaron Jones or Jalen Samuels? Give me Jalen Samuels. Gallup or Pettis? Pettis. Henry or Josh Gordon in the flex? Pretty much Ryan Dallas. It's Henry in a standard and Josh Gordon in a PPR. Gallup or Snead? I don't know how much work Snead's been doing as of late. So I'll take, I think if Snead's been decent, because you never really hear about any of the wide receivers. I don't talk about the wide receivers of the Ravens because Lamar Jackson does not throw the ball enough in order to get them involved. But Snead, the last couple weeks, Snead was okay last week. To be honest, it's not worth it. I think we'll just go with Gallup. But then again, they play against Tampa Bay, so Snead could be good. It's a toss-up straight out of Visa. It really is. Cousins or Goff? We'll go with Goff this week. Why does PPR matter? What do you mean, why does PPR matter? The difference between catching 10 balls and catching 6 balls makes a difference. And it's almost, like, if you catch 10 balls or 6 balls, it's 4 points. It's practically a touchdown in some leagues, you know? So, I don't know. It makes a big difference. Let's see here. This is my favorite YouTube show. Thank you very much, J.A. I appreciate that. And thank you for the kind words. All right, Christopher saying Josh Allen or Trubisky. I'm going with Trubisky today. I know he's been coming off of what last week was quite the mess. I understand that, but Packers defense is not that good. So I think he'll be fine. Jalen Samuels or Aaron Jones in a PPR? I'm so torn. Yeah, I'll go with Jalen Samuels between the two. Jalen Samuels, Aaron Jones, Chris Carson. Give me Chris Carson. Aaron Jones or Wilson. PPR. Yeah, go with Aaron Jones. Papa Kittle or Ian Thomas. Kittle. That's pretty much it, guys. I've gotten to the bottom of the questions. Thank you, everybody, for watching. Now, I will give you about 4 minutes. Let's put it this way. At 9:45, I'm ending the stream. So get your questions in as soon as possible. Chris Carson or Dalvin Cook. They're pretty much just as good as each other this week, I think. As plays, I think they'll both be great. But Chris Carson has the potential, hey, we're up by 30, get Rashad Penny in there or get Mike Davis in there. There's that potential always exists. On the other hand, you know, Latavius Murray's been garbage ever since Dalvin Cook has come back. So Cook might be the better play for this week. He asked about PPR quarterbacks. Okay, yeah, no problem, Obi-Wan. I don't really pay attention to that. I look at the names and I try to find the scoring format. If it doesn't register, as in it matters, then yeah, I know. A lot of people ask, hey, X or Y, and it's a PPR league. And I'm like, they're both quarterbacks. What does it matter? Yeah, unless Tom Brady's catching the ball today. Maybe they do the Philly special or something. We'll see. Jordy Nelson or Tyler Boyd? I'll take Tyler Boyd. Thanks, Dad. You're welcome, Joe. Hey, if that's actual Joe, the Joe that I know, then shoot me a text right now. And if it's not the actual Joe, then I might cry. Okay? Anyway, that's pretty much it, everybody. Other than that, off the top of my head, I'm going to wait until 9:45. Then I'm going to pop into the shower. I'm going to go watch a movie. I'm going to keep fantasy off my mind because I talk too much fantasy during the week and it makes me lose my shit. ESPN projects Jalen Samuels to produce 17 points today. Do you think he goes over or under that? I think that's a lot. Are you playing a full point PPR? And does it have bonus incentives? Because if it does, dude, that seems like a lot. I think maybe 15 is safe. So I'm going to say he's going under that. David Carr, thanks, no question. Just enjoying the advice. Have a great Sunday. Thank you very much, David Carr. I hope you do the same. Good luck this weekend. Hey, here we go. Stephen Phillips coming in with a $5 donation. Says, thanks for the advice. Ball out. Facts. Thank you very much. Appreciate it. Didn't have a question, but hey, much appreciated. I'm glad you're able to join us this wonderful Sunday morning. Dropping the $5 donation definitely will go a long way and help me out. Much appreciated. All right, what else we got here? What do you think about Lindsey's performance last night? It's going to kill a lot of leagues. A lot of people will have lost their leagues. Even though Philip Lindsay had gotten you there, he's going to kill us because of that performance. It's so unfortunate. It was the Joe that I thought it was. Sent me a text. Oh, my goodness. Atta baby Joe. Way to keep it in the clutch. But, yeah, he's going to kill a lot of leagues from last night. It's unfortunate, but hopefully you have a good enough team surrounding him in order to, pretty much save your week. Need the upside against Hopkins and Fairbairn. Oh, my Superflex league. I love it. Winston or Stills? Excuse me? You're playing Winston. Period. You 100% in a Superflex league must play a quarterback in that position. There is so much value. The only time I would ever consider not playing a QB in the Superflex spot is if you had 4 really good running backs. If you were like putting a McCaffrey at the Superflex, excuse me. So, yeah, you're playing Winston this week. For sure. All right. Uzama, Henry, or Samuel? You're playing Samuel. I think, yeah, that's Jalen Samuel. Or Samuels, maybe. Unless, it's a flex. Never mind. Derrick Henry. Master P-Funk 82, Derrick Henry. You're not going to listen to our pain and agony while the games are on? Yeah, no, dude, I'm not kidding. I said it yesterday when I did that impromptu stream where I just randomly started streaming. No joke. Whenever I watch games, the opponent I'm playing in that week, no matter what the league is, right? I can be paying attention to one league, another. The opposing team will score as soon as my eyes hit NFL Red Zone. If I'm looking at the TV, I'm screwed. So I just go and watch a movie. I turn off my phone and I relax. I come out, I've either already lost or I've already won. And it feels great because why not? It's a 50-50 chance. When Diggs scores 30 and Cook is injured after 2 carries, for example, yeah, Jacob, that's absolutely possible. It's absolutely possible. It happens. But can we predict that? No. So we're just going to stay with what we have. Crazy question. But could we possibly get more points? What? But he could possibly get more points. Would you play Boyd versus the Raiders or Woods versus the Eagles due to the easier cornerback matchup? Yeah, no, Woods, 100%. If we don't remember, guys, let's look through this. This is my quarterback updated rankings. This is the running backs. Yeah. Okay, boom. Look where Robert Woods is. He's number 7. Tyler Boyd's at 17. It's not even close. It's not even close right now, okay? So, yeah, go with Robert Woods, Marquez. Chase Rogers says Derrick Henry or Doug Martin in the PPR. Derrick Henry. Fournette or Dixon in the standard. Fournette. Tyler Boyd or Jalen Samuels in the flex. Jalen Samuels. In my league, Jalen Samuels is projected 18. What? My goodness. That seems a little too much. Keenan Allen and Tyreek Hill screwed me. Yep. I'm sorry to hear about that, Ryan Dallas. In Baltimore, scary. Yep. I know it's scary, but are you really going to play Kenny Stills? If you're going to play Kenny Stills, do it. Okay? Commit to it full in and say fuck it and run with it. All right. We got 3 more minutes trying to get to the bottom of these questions. Ingram, Rudolph, Ian Thomas. Go with Evan Ingram this week, guys. Evan Ingram, if he's sitting on your waiver, Sherman Jones, for sure go with Evan Ingram. Because of the fact that OBJ is out, he will continue to get more touches here and there. Full PPR, Aaron Jones or Jalen Samuels. I'll take Jalen Samuels. Thanks, Pimp. Yeah, no problem. Breida or Lockett. Or Boyd. Tyler Lockett is my suggestion to Sermon. For sure. Trubisky or Josh Allen. Go Earl. We're going to go with Mitchell Trubisky this week. Gus Edwards or DJ Moore in a standard. Go with Gus Edwards. Nick says, just got here. Is Connor out or what? Yes, he's probably going to be out. He's got the doubtful tag. Whenever people have the doubtful tag, chances are he's going to be out. Thanks for the reply. No problem. Let's see. The last question here. We're almost at 9:45, guys. I'm about to dip out. Let's see here. Need some PPR upside. Jordy Nelson or Josh Reynolds or D.D. Westbrook. PPR upside between the 3. We'll go with D.D. Westbrook. Sit Rodgers. Thanks, Andrew. If you have a better option, sure. Because right now, Rodgers is ranked at the very low 15. I really think the Bears are going to get after him. So, if you have a better option, go for it. Trubisky or Winston? Trubisky to DJ 6. Yeah, okay. Yeah, you get it. 622. Yeah, okay. That's a pretty cool name. Let's see here. What do you expect if Connor plays? I expect him to get hurt and exit the game. No joke. That's what I expect. Thanks for the question. Kenny Golladay or DJ Moore, Mike Evans. Go with Mike Evans. Oh, yeah, we need 2 of them, right? I don't trust Kenny Golladay very much, so let's go with DJ Moore and Mike Evans this week. $5 donation again from Moby1 Kenobi. Thank you very much. Hooking it up this Sunday with the donations. Much appreciated, guys. Thank you, everybody who's joined us for this wonderful Sunday morning. We will do this probably next week as well because I know these games matter a lot now that we've gotten here. And thank you again, Moby1. Much appreciated, dude. I know you've been here for a long time. You've been commenting in the comment sections of YouTube for a while. Hit me up on Twitter. Much appreciated. Let's see here. Goskowski or Myers? What do you mean? Myers already played. Hello? Adam, you good? DJ Moore or Tyler Boyd? Give me Tyler Boyd. Thanks, man. Kirk Cousins or Matt Ryan? Kirk Cousins. Legit have players from 7 to 10 on your wide receiver list. But should I pick? But who should I pick? Pick 2. You didn't tell me who to pick. Killer of Light. Hello? Hello? I don't see no other message. Okay. What do you think about Curtis Samuel? He's a guaranteed 10 points. Let's put it that way. Oh, we have another donation. Hey, DJ622 coming in with a $2 donation. Asks, Mr. Trubisky or Winston? Mr. Trubisky. I do not want to touch Jameis Winston in Baltimore into that matchup. Jameis Winston picked up 2 touchdowns last week, and the rest of the game was just sack after sack, incomplete passes left, right, and center. He looked very, very, very bad against the Saints secondary, who gives up a lot of points to the wide receiver position, in fact. So this week we're going Mitchell Trubisky against the Packers. Packers have given up in 3 of their last 4 games, 3 or more passing touchdowns to opposing quarterbacks. So I expect Mitchell Trubisky to have a good game. He's my suggestion. So that's pretty much that. We're sitting here at 9:45, guys. Now it's 9:46. We're going to have some problems here. I'm going to have to leave in a couple seconds. I really have to drop the hammer on it and dip out because the movie starts at 11 and it takes a while to get there. All right. Do we see people in the background? What the hell's going on over here, people? What the? Oh, shit. Oh, no. Okay, I think that's better. I think I scrolled a little too far here. Yeah, I think I did. Okay, we're good. Murphy or Richard? Give me Marcus Murphy. Yeah, if Chris Ivory is not playing, Alex, give me Marcus Murphy. Evan Ingram or Ian Thomas? Evan Ingram. All of them donations are going straight to the cinema tickets and popcorn and cola. No, those have already been purchased, but yes, technically they could. Or they can, yeah, technically yes. But, you know, movie tickets are damn expensive now. You kidding me? It's like $16 a ticket. You got to be shitting me. Anyway, thank you very much for the donations, everybody. Okay, Killer of Light. Your questions in. Hilton, Woods, Cooks, or Diggs? Oh my goodness. Let's see here, shall we? Woods, Hilton, Diggs, or Cooks? Literally back to back to back to back. So in that case, we'll take the top 2 guys. We'll take Woods and we'll take Hilton. Those of you who are asking for running back questions, Henry or Fournette, right here. We have number 9, Fournette, and we have Derrick Henry at 12. Let's see. That's 6. You can buy some more gum since you take... Dude, I had to take it out again today. I forgot that I love chewing gum. I don't know what it is, guys. It's addicting. Let's see here. Any other question? Dude, you guys are just spamming. Diggs or Samuels? If you're playing in a... No, I think I'm going to go with Jalen Samuels no matter what. If, in fact, Connor's out, I'm going with Jalen Samuels. And I think Connor's out, so... I think I'll go with Samuels between the 2, David. Juju or Antonio? That's not a question. I'm not answering that because Antonio Brown is the way to go. Especially if Roethlisberger's playing. Gordon or Pettis? We're going with Gordon. Didi or Randall Cobb? Go with Didi Westbrook. Actually, the PPR, probably maybe even Randall Cobb, but it depends. That's a coin toss, Ben. Really is. Low-end wide receiver 3s. Both of them, I'd probably go with Randall just because it's not Tom Brady. It's Aaron Rodgers. Just because of that. Otherwise, because of Didi Westbrook having Cody Kessler, I just can't trust it. Movie tickets used to be $5. I know, right? 12 years ago, though. Exactly. It's called inflation. They get to torch you because movies are made for, they make $100 million movies now. They got to have to make something. So let's see. I'm torn between Howard and Michelle. Yeah, it is what it is. Andrew Luck or Trubisky? I'll take Andrew Luck. All right, everybody. I've got to go. It's 9:50. Thank you for the donations. For those of you who have come out, thank you for watching. We will be back here. I'll talk about live streaming on tomorrow's episode. Either way, thank you very much, guys. I got to get out of here. And that's pretty much it. So thank you, everybody. I'll see you guys later. I'm going to roll through this really quickly. If you have questions, here it is. Look at this. We go find the names and then figure it out. Boom, next. Find the names, figure it out. Boom, next. I'm going to be posting this on my YouTube channel. So if you want, you can go rewind and look at these rankings. But that's pretty much it. All right. Thank you, everybody. I'll see you guys tomorrow's episode.